One of the systemic issues that we see in a lot of schools that we go and we train and that they're having difficulty with behavior issues in their schools is something that we like to call the triangle of frustration. Imagine a student gets sent to the office, and in the office the administrator is getting ready to work with that student. The unspoken expectation is that when the student leaves the classroom, that the administrator will somehow fix this student and their behavior, and they'll come right back to class and they'll change for the better. But what happens in the administrator's office is, as he's talking to the student, he's thinking to himself, or she's thinking to herself, why is this student even in my office? Shouldn't they just have stayed in the classroom? This isn't that big a deal. Needless to say, he wants to get the change so that the teacher won't be upset with him. So he sometimes will hand down heavy-handed consequences, or maybe even rewards the behavior. And there's some kind of agreement that if you do this, then you'll get this. Needless to say, the student goes back to the classroom, and when the student arrives back in the classroom, the teacher notices that the behavior hasn't changed. Maybe the behavior has even gotten worse, and she might even notice that on the student's face there's a grin. The student is looking at the situation, seeing all of the work that's being done, and hasn't had to be involved in solving the problem in any manner whatsoever. So what we want to do is we want to show you how to put the weight of that problem back into the student. So the student has to be responsible for helping to solve their problems. So we want to connect the teacher, the administrator, and the student so that we build what we call the pyramid of responsibility so that the student can carry the weight of the problems that they create.